Hello and welcome to the Brotherhood of Geeks. I am Brett J. Rasmussen, and I'm here to watch the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched showcase. I am a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I have played pretty much all of the games, including some of the spin-offs, and dude, I am so excited to see this. We've been hearing about this for a very long time, leaks and stuff like that Ubisoft is working on a Black Flag remake and such, so I'm really excited, so let's see what this is all about. I love this theme. It's so good.
We fly no colors out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedom.
Yes. Oh man. Mix of in-progress gameplay and cinematics.
It's only fools you'll persuade, but appear to be the devil.
Yeah, Blackbeard, and there's Edward Kenway.
Submit.
We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and become who we like.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched. Let's go.
Hey everyone. I have to say,
Yes,
it is
Matt Ryan.
so good to be here. I played Edward Kenway more than a decade ago. And he's one of those characters that never really leaves you. Now, over the past months, we know that you've been waiting. And we know that you've heard things. And today, it is finally time to share with you what we've been working on. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched is a faithful remake of one of the most beloved Assassin's Creed games. It's totally rebuilt from the ground up with the latest version of the Anvil engine and enriched with lots of new additions. Resynchronization with Edward's journey and memories. The same story, the same man, but elevated to a new level of immersion and realism to bring you one of the most thrilling swashbuckling pirate adventures. And I'm happy to say, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched will be released on July 9th, 2026.
Oh, that's really soon.
We're getting the real deal.
Oh,
the
dude.
First ever look at gameplay.
Yes.
Everything that's been rebuilt, reimagined, and some behind-the-scenes stories. But enough of my talking, yeah? Let's just jump right in.
Oh.
Hello, pirates. Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. And this is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched. 13 years after the original, this remake brings the classic game back to life.
Oh, wow.
Rebuilt from the ground up with the latest Anvil engine to deliver the most thrilling pirate adventure. All right, let's set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure.
You play as Captain Edward Kenway, a rebellious scoundrel eager to make a name for himself in the pursuit of glory, freedom, and a search for a better life.
Seen your face before. Yous mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
After crossing paths with the Assassins and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict.
Yes.
With secret locations and legendary treasures at stake. Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates, such as Anne
Bonny, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard.
With them, he helps establish a short-lived, lawless republic following the pirate code and defying empires built on cruelty and greed. Together, in their search for freedom, power, and riches, they'll fight across a treacherous tropical paradise. From dangerous waters to dense jungles, untamed lands, and bustling historical cities. From the grandeur of Havana the thriving and wealthy jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub, and Nassau, the beating heart of the Pirate Republic.
Yeah.
Each city offers a distinct atmosphere.
Oh, this game looks so good!
Conflicts. The Caribbean world reaches a new level of immersion and realism, powered by high-resolution textures.
God, it's just like the differences are crazy. Mind you, this is about, what, at least a decade-year-old game? Because Assassin's Creed Black Flag... Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag came out in 2013? 2013, 2014? So it's over a decade old. But, man...
truly alive. Creating the perfect backdrop for a life on the edge, where freedom is earned and danger is never far away. Time to draw swords, lads. The combat system has been entirely reworked into an action-oriented experience.
Oh!
While wielding dual swords, pistols, and hidden blades. Every move now plays a specific role with faster, more fluid attacks.
Okay, I like that because the whole thing about the combat from 4 is very similar to 3, where you kind of just button mash square, and then you can just kill. So, giving it more of a
use all your tools to level the
combat style, I like that. It's kind of like similar to what Shadows did.
Fight recklessly, and you will be punished.
Yep, see, because there's the red, like, flicker, like from Shadows. Yep.
Your environment is key.
So they're using the similar combat system from Shadows for Black Flag.
Smooth and improved iconic parkour moves, from free jumps to back ejects and side ejects.
Yep.
These options offer a range of reactive movements, giving you tighter control, resulting in greater speed and deadlier assassinations. Being a pirate assassin often calls for a subtle approach. With Resynched and its enriched stealth system, you can now crouch freely as part of your toolkit to approach targets.
Interesting.
Tailing and eavesdropping missions have also been revamped.
Okay. Yep, this is the original.
Getting discovered meant instant desync. Yes, this was a pretty big pain point. We remember. And now, the action continues. Your objectives remain, but your target will react, and you must adapt accordingly.
Okay. So...
all these new interactions offer multiple ways to succeed and progress in your missions.
So if you do...
course,
okay.
This wouldn't be a real pirate adventure without a ship.
We're gonna talk about ship battles, oh boy! The good old Jackdaw.
You named your brig after a poxy bird.
The Jackdaw.
The Jackdaw.
What a beauty.
Yes!
Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like never before.
What did you add to the ship combat? Mind you, I will say, I've played Skull and Bones. The ship combat in Skull and Bones is great. It just doesn't operate well as a live service game. So, this, if they're taking the ship combat from Skull and Bones and input it, like, taking what they learned into this, that would be great because the ship combat from 4 is what inspired Skull and Bones.
Epic battles.
It just, the thing is, Skull and Bones doesn't work as a live service game.
All of these are back, and as challenging, dangerous, and exciting as ever.
Yes.
To reinforce your crew, 3 brand new officers make their entrance. Lucy Baldwin, the Padre, and Deadman Smith.
Oh.
Each officer has a unique narrative questline that reveals their backstory. Gain their trust to recruit them to your crew and benefit from their special gameplay abilities. Deadman Smith, for example, unlocks a double shot from broadside weapons.
Oh! I like that.
Explore the Caribbean alongside your crewmates and trusty pet. That's right, you can now find a cat or monkey for the jackdaw.
Oh, that's cool.
Engage and plunder other vessels. Steer through violent storms, rogue waves. Or just soak up the sun, regaled by shanties new and old.
Oh, yes. We know that it's time for us to leave her. Yes.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched offers a deeper, more immersive adventure that remains faithful to what players love, while enriching the experience with enhanced gameplay features and fresh quests and storylines, including ones for the officers you met earlier and, just between you and me, new narrative arcs involving our old friends, Blackbeard and Steed.
Okay.
Defy empires and relive the era's explosive events amidst the ancient war between assassins and Templars in the ultimate pirate fantasy.
Yes.
Gold, infamy and adventure await. It's time to raise
Raise the black flag again.
With Black Flag Resynched, we set out to reconnect with
This is the
heart
game
of Black
director,
Flag.
Richard Knight.
From the start, the intention was clear: deliver a faithful and enriched experience grounded in what players loved. We've rebuilt the entire adventure using our latest Anvil engine. Expect fully overhauled visuals, new additions that deepen its world, and enhanced gameplay both on land and at sea. Movement now flows more naturally from one action to the next, whether you're doing parkour across rooftops in Havana or fighting on the docks. Parkour builds on the latest design improvements from recent Assassin's Creed games, while still keeping Edward's classic moves. Combat now offers a more dynamic, swashbuckling experience, driven by precise parries and takedowns. Stealth gets its share of improvements too, and the ability to crouch anywhere. They open up more tactical routes and subtle approaches, letting you shape the adventure the way you want. Naval gameplay also follows the same philosophy and offers more tactical options. New officers will join your crew with powerful abilities, while the Jackdaw's weapons can be upgraded with new modes to change up the fight. The sea now plays an active role in how you'll be challenged by the elements. Weather and waves will influence how your ship will handle, while preserving the pace and freedom players remember. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched matters deeply to us and to you. That's why we took the time to rebuild it with the care it deserves. This remains a solo, adventure, and character-driven experience.
Okay.
It is not an RPG.
Ah,
The
thank
focus
you.
stays on how you play.
Thank
and how
you.
you explore
Oh
the
my
world.
God, thank
As we
you.
developed the game, we organized dedicated workshops with our community. These early player feedbacks played an important role in refining many of these elements.
Oh my
Here's a
God.
look at the most recent visit.
That is great. It is not an
Hello,
RPG.
everyone. We are
It
here
is
at the
the
Ubisoft
like
Singapore
old
studio,
school
where we
classic
invited some of our
third-person
biggest
action
Assassin's Creed
adventure
fans
game.
to
Thank
discover the
you.
remake of Assassin's
Yes,
Creed Black
I'm
Flag.
so happy to hear
They
that.
had the opportunity to meet the devs, try the game, and share their valuable feedback with us. Here's what they had to say.
I still can't believe that I can help the dev team to make the game better and improve it when it finally arrives.
I'm part of that process, and Black Flag is my favorite game, so to be a part of that process is just awesome.
It felt nice to be appreciated in that way, to give direct input about the game.
The feedback with the dev team, they were very open as a dev team to take the criticism, what needs to be fixed, what's great. They even asked us more questions about it. So I love the curiosity that they show us, and it shows that they truly care about what they do.
I'm just really excited to be back, like with the addition of new audio lines, the new dialogue, and the new music.
I'm super excited to actually help improve the staff experience for the game.
I care about this game, this remake. When I heard rumors about this game, I just wanted to be involved in giving as much effective feedback as possible.
Some of this work came directly from spending time with some of our core players early on. We had them play early builds and sat down with them to gather their honest feedback on the game. Tapping into the
that
many
strategy
things players
guide, I have
expect
that,
of a
all
Black
of it.
Flag remake, from gameplay features to visual fidelity. This helped us refine some of our choices along the way. What was interesting was not only to gather that feedback, but to understand why players reacted this way. They were incredibly passionate about Edward, how he moves, how he reads on screen, even the details on his face. That led to deeper conversations. Together, we explored different approaches, tested ideas, challenged assumptions, and refined choices until the intent felt right again. The team's passion and commitment have driven every step of this journey, and we can't wait for you to see more of what we've been crafting.
Oh, it really is so good to be back in this world. I believe the Black Flag is one of those pirate adventures that never really left.
I love Matt Ryan. Him as Constantine in the Arrowverse is just great. I love it. And I forgot he played Edward Kenway, so I love this. It makes me so happy.
On the original Black Flag.
Yes.
And Paul, you're the creative director on Resynched.
Resynched. So you have the two creative directors of both games.
Before we dive into what the game is now, I'd love to go back for a moment. So when you started building Black Flag back in early 2012?
2012.
How was the world imagined in the first place? I mean,
they only had like a year
that were there from day one.
Well, from the very beginning, one of the key central core pillars was fluidity. Right? We really wanted a seamless experience, connecting movement, combat, and navigation, all very naturally. And it was the same seamlessness that we were looking for.
Mind you, they didn't have a lot of time because 3 came out in
challenges we were facing was to merge actually
2012,
pirate on one side,
and then you had Assassin's Creed 4 in 2013.
And the sea wasn't just an add-on, to the.
Mind you, they separated their teams because multiple different teams did it. So
from day one,
we
also wanted a world that feels alive, right? Something that would react to the players, always in motion, and it was very compelling to me to see other people like Paul and his team actually to face the same challenges that we did face back in the days. And I think what helped them craft the game was that a lot of people involved in Resynched today were already part of the game, the original.
That's really good.
Paul,
that's
so
really good.
You were already a part of the team back then, right? So, when you come back to a project all these years later, what stayed non-negotiable from the original vision, apart from the fact that, I'm Kenway?
So glad they brought him back.
One thing that was non-negotiable is the original story of Edward Kenway. We have never approached Resynched as a reinvention. Our goal is to carry John's vision forward. And today, we have much more room to do so since the game is engineered and rebuilt on Ubisoft's latest anvil. It allows us to push dynamism, gameplay, immersion further, while keeping the original vision and story intact.
Yeah, Jean, and you mentioned before how collaborative the original game was, and can you talk about that, especially with Singapore?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a absolutely team effort back in the time. And I remember actually in 2012, when we first came here in Singapore, meeting Paul and the team to do what we call the blueprint, this week of hard work where the game really emerged from the preparatory work. And Montreal worked very closely with Singapore. Singapore built key parts of Black Flag. The naval gameplay was built on top of the
Assassin's Creed 3
naval tech that was developed, in some specific missions. But you were also behind a lot of places, locations, and gameplays, like caves.
I remember that demo.
Forts, ships, and some major missions like the E3 demo that you worked on.
That's right. So there seems to be like a real sense of continuity here, not just in the game, but in the people making it. One thing that really shaped Black Flag for me was how dynamic the scenes felt coming back to it for Resynched and shooting the mocap scenes in Toronto. The scenes just felt so dynamic, like the original game. And what was the intention back then, when it came to all the cinematics?
So from the start, and it was a lot of discussion with Kama, the animation director back then, we really wanted the scenes to feel alive. We wanted characters moving, interrupting each other, exchanging objects, and reacting physically. And that sense of movement was really part of the game's identity, I feel.
Right, and when you rebuild a game like this, I guess that becomes a huge challenge, right, Paul? And how did you keep the spirit whilst trying to push it further with all of today's amazing technology?
Well, there are many ways, but to carry on the spirit of Black Flag, we always remembered one thing: to rebuild the game with the original pillars in mind, John's pillars and the original Cortein's pillars. But the most important thing was the story. Every single small moment in the game had to be rebuilt and crafted. And it took a lot of handcrafting, especially the facial animations. But that's important because that's the soul of the game.
That you men are the pariahs of Charlestown, and I would profit better by using your organs for chum and your bones for char. By Christ!
And when you add new things to a game that people really know off by heart and they know it so well, the fear is always that the people might notice the seams, right?
Yeah.
Jean, when you played it, what did you feel?
Well, actually, I felt like playing Black Flag, and not even noticing where the original end was ending and when the new content that Paul and the team brought was starting. And this is something really, really important. That continuity is very much essential.
Jean, whenever we wanted to change or add something, we would always question ourselves, does this belong here? Would Edward do this? Would John get upset? And if the answer wasn't clear, we simply wouldn't do it. However, as we all know, no remake is complete without additional content. So we have added brand new chapters and brand new missions to the game, including a brand new scene with Edward's wife, Caroline, that's written by Darby himself.
Yeah, I remember playing it. Jean, so like there's something, I don't know, there's something deeper in Black Flag than just like pirate freedom, and it's closely tied to the character of Edward.
Yes, absolutely. We really wanted to send a message also saying that freedom without structure doesn't lead you anywhere, right? And Edward's arc reflects that. He thinks everything will be granted, that's the good life, plundering, etc. But then in the end, you realize that you lost all your friends. Yeah. Right? And so this is very important because he grows into someone that understands his own responsibilities, and that makes him, like you said, very human.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I really leaned into coming back to the character after, more than a decade. It's the same Edward, but there seemed to be for me personally, from the scenes that were written, kind of, as I said, more dynamism, but also there's a certain kind of weight to Edward's journey, I guess that with Black Flag Resynched, there are some really kind of important decisions to make, right, Paul? And how did you approach those?
So, Matt, with Resynched, we made a clear choice. It is a pure story-driven adventure, and we are fully focused on Edward's adventures in the Caribbean. As a result of this focus, we have elected to not have the multiplayer and not have the DLC. However, Resynched is built from the ground up, with new story, new content.
So no multiplayer,
but
which I'm happy about. No extra DLC. Interesting.
Resynched is a 2026 take on the original legend. And for those of us who are curious, the original will still be available.
And Jean, so the modern day, right, that played
this is what I care about
in Black Flag when it was released. And so can you explain how it fit the franchise back then?
So, back then in 2013, the present day reflected where the franchise was at. It was a transition moment, especially with Desmond's story and what it meant at the time. But now with Resynched, I think there were some changes were needed.
That's right. Today, the modern day has evolved. For Black Flag Resynched, we have approached it in a way that focuses on Edward's journey while still connecting his memories to the Animus. The modern day rifts in Black Flag Resynched will feature new moments that focus on Edward's internal struggles.
There's also something about Black Flag that I feel that, I don't know, people still crave what the game brought,
You know what? I think it's because it's a game full of light.
Yeah.
Yes, there is danger and violence, but everything takes place under the bright Caribbean sky, palm trees, seas, movement. It's very generous in a sense. And that sense of escapism has always been part of the game, and I feel it's very relevant in 2026.
Yeah, totally. And the other thing that people, I feel, never forget, and certainly I never had, is the music.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's the music. Especially the sea shanties. The sea shanties have always been part of Black Flag's identity. For Resynched, we have kept the shanties that everybody loves, but we have also added new shanties that are connected to the story.
Time ago, everywhere was a long time and a very long time.
So today, we'd like to reveal a collaboration with an artist that's deeply connected to the Assassin's Creed franchise. And this artist has a special place in my heart because of his work on Assassin's Creed Revelations, Woodkid.
Oh!
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's great.
Hey everyone, Woodkid here. I'm in my studio in Paris now and I have great news for you. I'm back in the Assassin's Creed franchise, this time for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched. You know, the world of Assassin's Creed has been very important for me and very linked to my career. It started like 15 years ago or something. And this time, I'm very excited about what we've done. I know that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a game that's very important to all of you. It's a game about escapism, about rebellion, about exploration, and these are themes that are very, very important for my work. You know, I've explored these themes a lot in my music. So I won't say too much, but I can't wait for you to hear what I've done for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, because I remember what he did for Revelations, yeah. Oh my god.
Having him return to the franchise, especially for Black Flag Resynched, means a lot to the team. We've been working on a newly reimagined track specifically for Black Flag Resynched, and we can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. And you know, music is just one of those things that the people remember long after they stop playing. I mean, I did. The sea shanties, I still play in my car now from time to time, you know, and this game means a lot to you, and we know that.
Yeah, absolutely. This game means a lot to me, and I'm not saying that just because you guys are here. Just working on a game takes me back to 2012, and we all want the game to be the best it can be, and we really hope that you guys will enjoy playing it.
Yeah, so you entered the Animus for real.
That's
back
right.
in 2012, yeah.
I mean, what a great thing, right? To come back to something, you know, more than a decade after, you know, and get to revisit and rebuild and reimagine this wonderful world. It's just been such a pleasure for me, and I thank you guys for bringing me back. Before we wrap this up, I've got a little surprise for you. All right, this is something pretty awesome. I saw it today for the first time, and I love it. So here we have an Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched Collector's Edition. It's so awesome, and inside is a really stunningly well-crafted figurine of Edward Kenway.
Oh, that statue was gorgeous!
Like me, really.
Oh my god, I need it!
And it looks really cool, and it's crafted really well. And inside there's a notebook with all of like Kenway's diary entries and journeys about all of his adventures, and there's also a brooch and a cloth map, and then some goodies in there for everyone. So this one is really cool. It's the first time I've seen it today, and if you guys like
so
it, then you're gonna have to get your own because this one's mine.
You deserve it.
Thank you. No,
You're welcome to take it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh my god.
We can't wait for you to live or relive this thrilling pirate adventure with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched. That will launch on July 9th, 2026. I just want to say thank you for all being with us today, and we cannot wait for you to experience it yourselves. Cheers.
Oh man, dude. Oh yes. Okay. Since we saw a little bit of that collector's edition, there is a trailer for it, so let's watch this too. Oh man, this is what's all in this collector's edition. So you got the box that we saw, that statue that Matt Ryan was, oh my god. Oh, it looks so good. And then there's the cloth map. Oh, You get a sea shanty music sheet, okay. Oh, the steelbook looks so good! And there's a deluxe edition of Resynched, which includes all of these packs. And then here's Edward Kenway's journal. I like it. Yeah. And then one more thing, we do have a cinematic from Resynched, which I believe is new. It wasn't part of the showcase. So we have this trailer, so let's watch this too.
Here's a health to the company, and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again.
Rum tastes sweeter among friends, pirate.
I believe that's Blackbeard talking to Edward.
At it again, Kenway. I thought you'd be done chasing fairy stories.
Not yet.
Okay. So that is everything from the showcase, and I added a little bit more because they also added a few trailers that were not connected to the showcase, but it's just to give you a little bit more of Black Flag Resynced. So what do I think? I'm excited because I love me my Assassin's Creed. Hearing, just like seeing, so there's a lot of things that they changed, but it's really more of tweaking. The biggest thing that they changed is just the graphic fidelity of just everything looks amazing. The game looks so beautiful. It looks so good. As we saw from earlier, just throughout the Resynched showcase, just everything in it looks great. Just the using the new Anvil engine brings it up to that. Mind you, this is like an over a decade-year-old game from 2013 to 2026. So this is like a 13-year-old game. So the game itself looks amazing. It looks great. It looks very, like, Shadows is a beautiful game. And it's using that same engine. The combat in this game, I'm seeing what it is, like, the combat of Shadows is really fun. And they're using the same combat or similar combat from Shadows for this. And I do actually like that, because from Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, the original game, the combat was very much similar to Assassin's Creed 3, which was fun, but it's just, you're very much just button pressing, you're just smashing that square over and over and over again. And pretty much like, and then you get one parry, and then you go, cool, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Just insta kill everyone, which is fun, but like now it's much more fun where you feel like you're in it, you're in the combat. I would hope there is some kind of like, cool, you parry and then you kill this dude and then you can kill another guy, but it's not just like chain assassinations forever. Because there just came a point, especially with 3 and then 4, and And then I think with Unity, again, there was Rogue and then Unity, because Rogue and Unity were made at the same time. So there is that. So I'm excited for the combat. The combat looks great. We're adding a little bit more story, but like I like it that that we're gonna stick to the focus. This is not an RPG. Thank you God, because like I am sick of the RPG stuff in Assassin's Creed, because that's not what this game is. I understand they wanted to change it, and Ubisoft was trying to what's the most popular game right now? Witcher? We'll make it like The Witcher, hence with Odyssey. And that's just not why I love Assassin's Creed. And I love this franchise. This is like my favorite franchise. So I'm so excited for that. But there's no multiplayer and there's no extra DLC. The only thing, and this is just a personal thing because I'm a Assassin's Creed mark, I love the present day. That's kind of what part of the reason why I fell in love with this franchise was that you had this overarching present day storyline, and then each game had its own story coming off of the modern day. And with what happened at the end of Assassin's Creed 3 is that Desmond's story's done. Regardless of your opinions of how it ended, it's ended. And in 4, and even my friends didn't like playing the present day. They were like, I just want to be back to playing a pirate. Why don't I gotta be in an office? I loved it because the whole premise, like in the present day, you are someone who works at Abstergo, and you see Sean and Rebecca who have been able to plant themselves inside of Abstergo, which Sean and Rebecca are assassins that they were Desmond's friends from the Assassins, and they were able to implant themselves into Abstergo. And with where we are in the present day, like they're trying to implement the present day with like the rifts and stuff, but it's more about Edward's story and like playing the rifts, because we haven't gotten really a present day storyline, because you had everything with Desmond from 1 to 3. Then you had the you work for Abstergo from 4 in Rogue. Then you have Unity, which is you are a different person who is not the same person from 4 in Rogue, who is working for Abstergo, but you get contacted by the Assassins, and this is when you play as Arno in Unity and stuff, and you have to find this object. And then after that, there's Syndicate, which continues that story, and then they kind of do a whole reset with Origins, where you're playing as I can't remember the present day character's name, I apologize, but you play as this new present day character. She used to work for Abstergo, but has left and is now kind of doing her own thing, and she was able to create her own animus. And in Origins is phenomenal. Playing as Back, and the story of Back is great. And then you have Odyssey, which continues that story. And then after Odyssey, you have Mirage, and then you have Valhalla and then Mirage. And after Mirage, there's this whole thing that changes, and we are supposed to see, like, Basim is now in the present day and stuff like that, and there's a whole story. Like, if you want to get into that, there's tons of lore videos on Assassin's Creed. But now Basim, who is the character you play in Mirage, is now in the present day. And we don't know what happens from there, because then after Mirage, we get Shadows. And the present day storyline in Shadows is completely almost non-existent. You just get like almost this kind of like Abstergo is like what you see is not real kind of thing. But you're like it doesn't make sense with where the present day storyline is, and it just seems like again, maybe Ubisoft just is like, this is too complicated now because we've added a bunch of things, because you have the Sage, which is introduced in 4, and then you also have Juno, who got released by Desmond, so that way the world doesn't end, and all these kind of things, and we don't know what's going on with Juno. Did Juno get stopped? Actually, she did, but that was from the comics, but you don't know that because the games don't reference the comics, and all the other stuff. So the whole present day thing, I understand why they don't want to dig into that, but just like for me personally, that's something that I love about Assassin's Creed, and it's sad that we don't dig into that, or we are not trying to kind of like pick it up. It's just, you find these rifts and they're going to continue Edward's story, I guess, in certain ways, which is fine. Edward Kenway is a phenomenal character. He's probably the second best character next to Ezio. So, yeah, the collector's edition looks great. The cinematic that we just watched looks great. And, I'm excited for this game. I'm so excited for this game. This game looks amazing. And so, yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this. So I'm going to play this, and yeah, we'll just go from there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the showcase. Are you excited for Black Flag? Resynched, did you play Black Flag back in the day? All that kind of stuff. So please let me know down in the comments about that. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and also press the like button. That way it helps us here on YouTube. And also go to all of our socials. That's all in the description down below. But yeah, I'm excited for this game. I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynched. A lot of words, but that's okay. So with all that being said, I'm Brett J. Rasmussen, and as always, live to play together. I'll see you guys next time.